A lot of what people do is complex and there's nuance to it and discretion and all those things, and those take time to learn. But the idea is that a great SOP reduces the time to learn substantially, right? Whatever that number is for you, like someone who's an engineer who's building a rocket, that time to learn may be a year before they're able to make the expected impact. It might be 10 years, but a great training program, a great SOP for what they do would reduce it from 10 years to 8 years, substantially saving the company investment time. And for a small store or a small like retail outlet or restaurant, right? I want to be able to get the person trained in their core responsibilities in less than a day, right? That's the ideal, is that I can get them up to proficient in a day or less. In 24 hours of training or less, I want them to be proficient. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Starbucks. I could imagine that they break it down to like their different core set responsibilities. There's the cashiers, there's the stockers, there's the people that actually make the pieces. And I bet you the person that makes it takes the longest to train, and the person doing stock takes the least amount of training. So that person that does like stocking might have 1 to 2 days, and they expect you to be able to do it, versus the person making beverages, they might have a month because there's so many more.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I would bet, taking the Starbucks example again, that Starbucks even has an SOP for who does trash and bathroom cleaning.
Well, yeah, I mean, I suggest that all businesses have an opening and closing procedure, and those would be things that go in those. And if there is a regular like needing of it during the day, the funny thing about those kind of tasks, if you don't have like a dedicated person to them, they tend to like get put to the wait side because it's never one person's responsibility. It's always all of our responsibility. Mm-hmm. And I've actually been working with a client on some similar issues, right? How do you do it? And there's two things. One, you can make one person responsible for it, and that can alternate. Like, hey, you're responsible for this all day today, and that means you follow this SOP, which is the bathroom cleaning SOP, and that says that I need to go check on the bathroom every hour on the hour and do XYZW, no matter what other roles I'm filling, right? Mm-hmm. That could be something like that. But another thing, and then, restock, clean, do whatever needs to happen in that bathroom. The other way to do it is give everybody a reason why. Have everybody articulate their own reason why that this thing is important. And then they all have shared responsibility. So whoever's available goes and actually does it. In a bathroom example, I would probably go with the first one, but there are other examples like a door being left open, or if you're like in a packaging facility and it's restocking cardboard, those kind of shift that everybody needs a reason why they do it. And if they're going to go because they need cardboard, they might as well go and restock everybody's cardboard.
Okay, gotcha. Now, the other side of this is that there are a lot of companies that really don't have a standard operating procedure, or loosely written, unclear standard operating procedures. What's the risk that they take by not having SOPs sort of in the elite level like Starbucks has?
Well, I mean, you don't have to get to the elite level of Starbucks yet, right? But the risk that they're taking right now is that they have no value. Their business.
What do you mean?
Most businesses, the value is in its intellectual property. It's in how they do what they do, right? Like, besides like, let's take a landscaper, for instance. The only thing that makes them different than the other landscapers is how they deliver on service. That's the only thing that really makes them different. That's the only thing unique.
You don't think?
I mean, price is a part of that. That's how they're delivering service, right? They're saying, I'm going to deliver X quality at this price, but it's their speed, it's their proficiency, it's how they do it that's different than the other landscaper down the street. It's the only thing that, if a business buying standpoint, if I was like, I'm going to buy a landscaping business, I want to buy the one that has standardized process that their employees are trained on that they can easily follow versus the one that doesn't have any processes.
Mhm. Mhm.
This one is, the first one is inherently more valuable because it's easier for me to pick up the business and run. It's already running itself.
Mhm.
And there's a standard for me to keep people to, versus the other one, which there's no standards. We do it every single time. We're refiguring out how to do this. It shouldn't have to happen that way.